A human? Hey, do you mind if I sit here? It doesn't look like anybody's going to take the three seats opposite to you, and, I kinda wanted to talk with you, if that's okay. Hold on to your butt. I tend to jostle the table. Wow, you must eat really fast. You hardly have anything left. Where's the rest of your trays? Oh, wow. So that's what the standard lunch looks like. That's so cute. I can't believe they served you one pepperoni roll. It's the size of your head. Glad you're not starving. Gotta keep up your strength. Do you miss home? Being around your own kind? What made you want to go to a historically monstrous university? Are there any other humans enrolled this year? I didn't even know they let in medium-sized creatures. It seemed like it might be a liability issue. What if you get trampled by a purple worm? You better not walk too close behind me. I'd sway my tail and I'd hate to accidentally smack you against the wall. But then again, I suppose it's equal protection. My sister went to a dwarvish trade school. They had to dig a whole tunnel just for her. um, there might have been a sizable donation from the family hoard. Do you want to be friends? We should be friends. What? You're the smallest freshman. I'm the biggest freshman. We'll be a hit at the parties. Do we have any classes together? Oh, it would be so funny if during a roll call the professor was like, "Hey, where's the human?" And then I pulled you out of my book bag. Come on, let me bribe you. Be my friend. Want a steak? I ordered 20, but I think they sent me an extra by mistake. Missed steak, if you will. You don't have to eat it raw either. See? Fire breath comes in handy sometimes. For the life of me, I can't figure out why they classify it as a dangerous monster ability. Claws are just as dangerous, but they don't post signs on the wall saying nobody's allowed to use their fingernails. Wait a minute. How sensitive do you think those smoke detectors are? Oh man, I should probably keep my fire to myself. I'd hate to set off the sprinklers. That would be so embarrassing. I'd hate for everyone to have to evacuate because of me. Again. But anyways, I'm Prissy. Yeah, I know. Priscilla doesn't have a ton of great nicknames. Although Prissy the Perilous one. But, that's kinda 'cause I'm a little adventurous and sometimes I do stuff before I think. Not because I'd ever hurt anybody. I wouldn't. People, people get the wrong ideas about dragons. Like, I'm big and terrible and cruel, but, I'm just trying to pass Calculus 1. All the popular girls are on sports teams, and I'm, quote, disqualified with prejudice. I can't even practice with them. You guessed it, it's a liability issue. I thought it would be okay since all the other girls are monsters too. I really wanted to get on the football team. I had a great talk with the coach over the phone. My wings aren't going to be an issue. When sphinxes play, they just bind them up. No big deal. Then only after I got accepted do I find out that if I do play, I am not allowed to carry the ball. Or tackle. Or kick field goals. First practice, all I gotta do was run around the field. I think I'm gonna quit. Maybe I am peerless. Well, I can still study as hard as I like. I think we both must be in the inclusion and diversity lecture, even if we're in different sections. So let's be study buddies. It's supposed to be a blow off course, but then we can blow off studying and just hang out in a library room. You know, like they do in the sitcoms. It'll be fun. You know, you've got to really try hard to make and keep friends when you go to a new place. That's what my mom always says. And if we make plans right now, we're much more likely to actually become friends. What do you say? You're not taking Elvish by any chance, are you? Oh, sick! I'm awesome at Elvish. Look, I've got the Lord of the Rings in its original Kenya. Graduation gift from Big Sis. If you ever need any tutoring, just let me know. The best way for me to study is to teach. Anyways, so is there a reason you're taking Elvish instead of like Spanish or Japanese or something like that? I knew it. You're a weeb. Oh, no, not like that. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm a weeb too. Well, I've still got you. You really eat slowly, don't you? Or maybe I eat fast. When you've got chompers like these, a steak is what? Like 2 bites? And I guess mines are a little bit bigger than the ones that you're used to. Oh man, I'm just pulling everything out of my backpack. Maybe we should see if you could fit in here. Hey, just don't laugh, okay? I mean it. I may seem super confident, but that is just me overcompensating for my crippling anxiety. I'm vibing with you, and I wanted to show you my Dungeons and Dragons character. I hear lots of people play it in college, but I haven't seen any posters or anything up. So I was thinking maybe I could find my own group. This is my wizard, Parallax Cursebreaker. I went ahead and made her level 3. That's what level most games start at, according to the internet. She's... Oh. Can you give that back to me? Please? That seems to be the wrong character sheet. And one that I've drawn on. That's, Princess Susan. I drew that when I was 5, okay? I'm a lot better at drawing now. I think. Maybe. That's not bad cross-hatching on the armor. In my defense, it's really hard work with these claws. And 5-year-old me had a bit of an advantage at delicate work. Being that I was human-sized. Thank you. Sorry. Nothing. I knew you weren't making fun of me. I didn't think I was going to share that with anyone, especially a stranger, on accident, like I just did. You're nice. Yeah, I got started early. My great uncle was really into the game. He was a wicked dungeon master. He'd do all of the voices. Okay, imagine little me watching an actual full-grown dragon talk about deadly layers, traps, and enemies. When he was playing an actual evil dragon, it was His voice would boom and it would shake my bones. And then when I slew the dragon, he let me climb on top of him and stick my wooden sword into him. I didn't get to play a lot with him. Just on the holidays, maybe once or twice a year. We played a really old version of the game. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. From the 80s, I think. I only got to level 7 that whole time, and I lost a lot of princesses. Susan got done by a gelatinous cube. How embarrassing. Oh, good. Good times. Good times. I always played a human. Told you I'm a weeb. Susan was a paladin. She had a named sword. Glitter. You really think it's cute? Glad you think so. Oh, no. Dungeons and Dragons were super weird against dragons. Can you believe the early edition said dragons were good or evil depending on the color of our scales? Red dragons are supposed to be, and I quote, cruel, haughty, and obsessed with glory. Does that sound like me? I've got them all here. Heroes. Some of them are brand new, in case people wanted to play but didn't want to make their own character. Let me tell you, the first one is like doing taxes, but it does get better, more fun. A few of them have been through the gauntlet, you know. Just me playing solitary, monsters versus heroes. Yeah, that's still the term they use. Everything you're fighting is a monster. Again, the 80s. Now, I think the term is hostile creatures. Rolls right off the tongue. So, what? Have you learned that I'm the biggest dork in the school? Biggest by size, anyways. You might actually be too cool to hang out with me. You're probably into, I don't know, golf or something. Humans play golf, right? Funny. I like that. I didn't know I was funny. What were you expecting a dragon to be like? I get that. I guess in some ways it's not that different than the 80s. I don't know how people are still allowed to go on the news and say dragons run the world's banks. Dragons cause all the wars. Secretly control the world government. You know, someone yelled at me once, said dragons cause global warming. I had a friend in middle school. Asked me for a 20, so I gave it to her. Just pulled it out of my purse and handed her the money. She was my friend, or I thought she was my friend. I didn't think anything about it, but then people I didn't even know started coming up to me, asking if I'd buy them snacks and stuff. Yeah, that stung a little. Okay, so this is probably a super weird thing to bring up right after that story, but do you have any loose change on you? Anything would do, even a spare button. It's a dragon thing. I promise I'll make it up to you. A quarter would be perfect. I'll hold on to this right now, but if you ever need a favor, let me know. I'll explain later. It's dumb, but I really appreciate it. Really. Oh, really? What do you need? Oh, you're funny. I'd love to play Dungeons and Dragons with you. But that does not count as a favor. I'll teach you. It'll be fun. I'll make it fun. I promise. Hey, do you want to help me print out some posters? I'm not super good with technology. I can't even get my keyboard plugged into a normal sized computer half the time. These printers here are tiny compared to me. Let's see if anybody else wants to play. It'll be a little intimate, just the two of us. And I'm not that kind of dragon. I mean, let's see how it goes. You know? Do you still want to meet up at the library on Sunday? Great! Let's knock out our homework first, but I'll bring my dice. This is gonna be great. Nice to meet you. Really nice to meet you. See you soon. Catch you later.